Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about how I think that we are all desensitized to most things. Hello everyone. First I want to talk about spin doctors and how 90s they are. They are very 90s. They are very 90s. Two Princes, just so 90s, so good. But you can't forget about Cleopatra's favorite cat. Or Little Miss, Little Miss, Little Miss can't be wrong. Anybody got a bow no more when you sound your gong. Little Miss, Little Miss, Little Miss can't be wrong. What you gonna do to get into another one of these now rock and roll songs? When I think of 90s music, I also think of like Bare Naked Ladies and Spin Doctors, obviously Nirvana, Blink-182. Oh, so many good 90s bands. Green Day. Now let me go into the cathedral talk. The reason I wanted to bring up desensitization, at least I think our generation is pretty desensitized to things. You know, we lived through 9/11, one of the most horrific acts of terrorism we've seen. You know, that was a big turning point in the country for security reasons and just the impact that it had on people. But the thing is, so many bad things happen every day, and we hear about it all the time from the news. You know, a shooting here, mass shooting here, bomb threat here, a bomb here, terrorist attack here. So much stuff is happening that you kind of just like drown it out after a while. I don't know if that makes sense. It used to be that like you heard something bad happen, you're like, whoa, how in the world could that possibly happen? And now you hear something happen, you're like, yeah, it makes sense. It sucks. Shouldn't be happening, but it makes sense. So something like the Cathedral of Notre Dame being on fire, no one was hurt. Doesn't seem like it was deliberate. Doesn't seem like it was arson. It seems like just something happened. It just doesn't seem the same to me. Like I was watching, I went on Facebook for a quick second while I was at work, and I saw like the videos of it. I'm like, oh wow. For a split second, I'm like, oh, it's a beautiful building. It's on fire right now. But then I was over it. I didn't go back to my feed to check on it. I mean, when I got home that night, I was like, oh, I wonder what the update is. But I wasn't like super invested in it. And it stinks because I love old architecture. I love old buildings. I love seeing them. I wish I could have gone to the OG Notre Dame Cathedral, but I mean, I never will. And I just feel desensitized with like all the bad stuff that happens in the world. It's not that much of a travesty. I don't know if any of this makes sense. Tell me if it seems weird to you. Do I have no feelings? Am I a robot? And then like top half of the cathedral is going to be so much cleaner than the bottom half. They can either weather the top to make it look as old as the rest of it, or they can power wash the bottom. If they do that, hire me because I love power washing stuff. It's one of the most like successful feelings. And the support that people have been giving it, all the money that they're raising, it's beautiful that so many people care. So I want to quickly talk about the superstar shakeup. For Smackdown, you got 2 out of 4 right. Roman Reigns got moved over, and Buddy Murphy is going to Smackdown. Along with him came Elias, and they put Asuka into a tag team with another Japanese lady. Like, that's not racist. Let's put 2 Japanese people together. Oh, one was already in a tag team on NXT with another really good Japanese person. Let's just replace that other Japanese person with another Japanese person. I think Drew McIntyre is going to be the big next feud for Seth Rollins. Vince loves the big guys. He's probably going to get it. And Braun Strowman's going to stay on Raw for now. You know, they have the next superstar shakeup. They have to have, you know, some switches because there are still some wrestlers that went to SmackDown that could have had good matches with people that were on SmackDown, but are now on Raw. So it's kind of just like we can match them up next time. Okay, so to answer your question of the day, what is my favorite elective from college? And I wish I could say it was choir because I love choir. I love being in a choir. I love singing. I love that experience, but I was so spoiled by our high school choir, where like high school choir, we would rehearse for like a full year, and during that full year we'd do some like competitions, go to like Six Flags, do competitions there, do award ceremonies. I went to Puerto Rico one year with my choir. I've sang in Carnegie Hall. I've performed in Carnegie Hall like 3 times with my choir. College was like, okay, here are the misfits that are in band, but they need to take they need to take choir as an elective. Not even as an elective. They need to take choir for a music major. And it's just like, you rehearse a whole semester with a bunch of people that don't actually want to be there just to perform for your family, and then you go back to like square one next semester, and it's just not what I wanted it to be. But one of my last semesters in college, I took a geology course, and I loved it. I've always like had a thing for rocks and minerals growing up, but like just learning about all the different terminologies, like intrusion and extrusion, all the different types of rocks, all the different types of minerals. Now I'm talking about the course, I don't remember anything, but I had a lot of fun in the course. So yeah, geology is probably my favorite elective. It probably was one of my favorite courses, because I didn't even like my computer science courses. You know, I did take anthropology and archaeology, and those were fun. I had a pipe dream of being an archaeologist until I realized that in order to be a successful archaeologist, you have to write, you know, like crazy long research papers, and you have to do like a few a year in order to be credible. And, you know, being credible takes too much work. What was your favorite elective? Archaeology just got me thinking about dinosaurs. So my question of the day: what's your favorite dinosaur? What's the coolest looking dinosaur? And also, do you think dinosaurs actually had feathers instead of the rough skin we see? Because, you know, that's out there. Hey everyone, thanks for watching this video. Give us a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that little bell to notify you when we have videos popping up. Our 100th video in this series will be going up Friday. Kevin will be here. Should be fun. Got some unveiling of something to do. You can follow me on Twitter at 90sGuyTom. You can follow Kevin on Twitter at 90sGuyKev. Follow both of us on Instagram. Or really, you're following Kevin on Instagram because I don't touch it. At the 90s Guys. And with that, you'll see me next time. But you can't forget about Clea Superstar. So I want to quickly talk about the I wish I could say it was